Rich versus Poor Mindset by Jim Rohn. The difference between the rich and the poor has very little to do with the size of their bank accounts and almost everything to do with the size of their mindset. A poor person can win the lottery and still return to poverty within a few years, while a rich-minded person can lose everything and still rebuild wealth, success, and fulfillment. Why? Because wealth is not merely money. It is a way of thinking, a philosophy of living, a discipline of choices. The rich mindset and the poor mindset are two entirely different ways of approaching life, and until you shift the way you think, you cannot permanently shift the way you live. The great secret is this: wealth is not pursued directly, it is attracted by the person you become. The poor mindset sees limitation. The rich mindset sees possibility. The poor say, "I can't afford that," while the rich say, "How can I afford it?" Notice the difference. It's not just about money, it's about imagination. The poor shut the door with a statement. The rich open the door with a question. And in life, questions lead to answers. Answers lead to strategies. And strategies lead to wealth. The poor mindset often asks, "Why me?" The rich mindset asks, "Why not me?" One lives in victimhood, the other in responsibility, and responsibility is the foundation of growth. A poor mindset lives on wages, but a rich mindset lives on value. Poor people think, "I get paid by the hour," while the rich think, "I get paid by the value I bring." Jim Rohn always taught that wages make you a living, but profits make you a fortune. The poor exchange time for money. The rich leverage their time to create systems, investments, and enterprises that work for them even when they sleep. That's why the poor often work harder physically, yet the rich work smarter mentally. One group labors under the sun, the other uses their mind to organize, lead, and multiply resources. The poor mindset believes money is evil, but the rich mindset knows money is a tool. Poor people say, "Money won't make you happy," while the rich say, "Being broke won't make you happy either." Money amplifies who you are. If you are generous, money allows you to give more. If you are bitter, money magnifies your bitterness. Money in itself is neutral. It is neither moral nor immoral. It is a servant. The poor often become slaves to money, chasing it desperately, while the rich make money serve them by using it wisely. Another difference is in the way they use their free time. The poor mindset spends hours entertaining themselves. The rich mindset invests hours educating themselves. Poor people often binge on television, gossip, and distractions. The rich study, read, listen to mentors, and develop skills. Jim Rohn said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." The poor stop learning after school. The rich never stop learning because they know knowledge compounds like interest. When it comes to opportunities, the poor mindset sees risk. The rich mindset sees potential. The poor say, "It's too dangerous. I might lose everything," while the rich say, "It's worth trying. I might gain everything." Of course, the rich are not reckless. They study, analyze, and plan, but they don't allow fear to paralyze them. The poor mindset lets fear be the ceiling. The rich mindset lets faith and courage push them forward. Every great success came with risk, but the reward of courage is growth, and growth is the essence of wealth. The poor mindset complains about circumstances. The rich mindset creates circumstances. Poor people blame the government, the economy, their boss, or their past. The rich say, "If it's to be, it's up to me." They understand that life is not fair, but they take ownership anyway. The poor mindset believes external conditions determine their life. The rich mindset believes internal choices determine their life. You cannot control the wind, but you can set the sail. That is the rich man's philosophy. Another contrast lies in patience and vision. The poor mindset seeks instant gratification, quick wins, immediate pleasures, fast results. The rich mindset plays the long game, building, investing, delaying gratification, sowing seeds for the future. A poor person spends money as soon as it arrives. A rich mindset saves, invests, and multiplies it. A poor person thinks in terms of weekends. A rich person thinks in terms of decades. Success is not measured by the speed of gain, but by the stability and consistency of growth. In relationships, the poor mindset surrounds itself with comfort, sameness, and people who complain like them. The rich mindset seeks out mentors, achievers, and people who challenge them to grow. Jim Rohn often said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If you spend time with complainers, you become one. If you spend time with leaders, dreamers, and visionaries, you grow into one. The poor mindset values fitting in. The rich mindset values standing out. The poor mindset says, "That's not my job." The rich mindset says, "What else can I learn?" Poor people cling to security, while rich people embrace growth. One is focused on survival, the other on progress. A poor person may protect their comfort zone, but the rich-minded person is always stretching beyond it. Every new skill learned, every challenge accepted, every problem solved, that's what builds capacity, and capacity attracts opportunity. When it comes to gratitude and abundance, the poor mindset focuses on scarcity. There isn't enough. The rich mindset focuses on abundance. There is more than enough. Scarcity creates jealousy, envy, and fear. Abundance creates generosity, creativity, and hope. The poor mindset sees another person's success as a threat. The rich mindset sees it as proof of possibility. That's why poor-minded people tear others down, while rich-minded people celebrate and learn from others' victories. The poor mindset often spends money to look rich. Expensive clothes, luxury gadgets, status symbols. The rich mindset often lives simply, saving and investing behind the scenes. The poor buy liabilities and call them assets. The rich buy assets and let them pay for the luxuries. The poor want to look wealthy. The rich want to be wealthy. And that's why wealth stays with the rich-minded. It is built on principles, not appearances. The poor mindset lives for chance, but the rich mindset lives by choice. Poor people hope something good will happen. Rich people plan and work for something good to happen. Hope is not a strategy. Discipline, habits, and consistent action are. Poor people often drift through life. The rich design their life. You either design your future or you become part of someone else's design. Finally, the poor mindset lives for today, but the rich mindset lives with legacy in mind. The poor ask, "What can I get now?" The rich ask, "What will I leave behind?" The poor consume, the rich contribute. True wealth is not just measured in dollars, but in the lives you touch, the value you create, and the generations you inspire. Money disappears, but mindset and character echo through time. So the challenge is simple. Shift your mindset. Move from complaining to creating, from scarcity to abundance, from excuses to responsibility, from instant gratification to long-term vision, from wages to value, from entertainment to education, from fear to courage, from consuming to contributing. If you want wealth, become the kind of person who attracts it, not just with skills, but with character, vision, and discipline. Remember, the difference between rich and poor is not what's in your pocket, it's what's in your mind. Wealth is a result, not a cause. Success is something you attract by the person you become, so don't chase money, chase growth, discipline, and value. The money will chase you.